Dear listeners, my name is Anthony Clark.
And I'm Melanie Clark.
And we are The Amazing
Clarks.
We're both award-winning certified life and love coaches and a husband and wife duo that have been coaching together as a team for 24 years and that have been passionately in love for 34. They call us The Amazing Clarks because we empower people to live amazing lives.
And we're here to help you get from where you are to where you want to be in love and life. Love the Amazing Clarks is our personal love letter to everyone who loves love.
That's right, and we love love.
Yes, we do.
All right, so let's get this party started. So today we have another amazing episode for you guys. Today we're going to continue with our series, How to Stop Being an Irritating Person, 20 Irritating Traits That Pushes People Away and How to Fix Them. And this is a series that we've been doing. Each week we cover one topic, and this is from a book that we wrote. And we wrote this book because we realized that in dating and relationships, if we just cut to the chase, the things that give people trouble in relationships and dating, it's because of irritating traits.
Right.
And so maybe you have some of these irritating traits that might be preventing you from having the success that you want in dating or relationships, or maybe you're around other people that have these irritating traits. But either way, by looking at them, by addressing them, by owning them, it could definitely improve your quality of life. So we're going to cover another topic in that book today. And today's topic is two-faced people, being two-faced.
Ooh.
That's right.
Well, you can't do better till you know better, right?
That's right, baby.
So,
you got that right.
Two-faced people. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
That's going to be
excited.
a good one.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm excited about that
Yes.
one because, that's juicy. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
yes,
a good
indeed.
one. But before we jump to the main topic, we're going to jump into a segment that we call Catching Up with the Clarks.
Yes.
So this is where we let you guys know what's been going on with us in our personal life. So, babe, anything exciting you want to share with the people?
Life is so exciting for me right now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why's that?
I have three things that are actually going on that are really exciting for me. I am planning our youngest daughter, Tony's baby shower, which is literally turning into I feel like I'm planning a wedding or something like that. There's so much because we have people coming from out of town. So I'm having so much fun with that. I love decorating. I love design. I love parties. So I'm having a lot of fun with that.
I'm having fun with that too.
Yeah? You enjoying it? It's exciting, right?
I'm enjoying the food tasting and, just being a part of it.
Oh, that's right. We did food tasting for a baby shower, y'all. Who does food tasting for a baby shower? We just want to make sure the catering is good. So we don't want to have no boo-boo food at our baby shower, right? Yep. So that's fun. What else is going on? I'm loving my work right now. I'm really building my business. My consulting business, Practice Love Inc., is growing, and I am loving it, giving that a lot of focus, energy, and time. Love that. And the other thing is I am a bi-coastal girl, and
yes, you are.
I'm in LA, I'm in Charlotte, I'm going back and forth, and I just got a place in Long Beach to land every time I'm there, so I'm super excited about that.
Only 4 easy blocks from the beach.
Yes, exactly. So
love it, gotta love it, love it. I'm excited
life
too.
is good. I am consciously creating my reality exactly the way that I want it, and it's working out, and I love it.
Beautiful.
How about you? What's going on with you?
I've just been on the same program that you've been on. You know what I'm saying? With the baby shower and the pregnancy and the bi-coastal move. I'll be going back and forth as well.
Yes.
My name has been on that lease as well.
Baby, you can come to my place. I'll invite you to my place. You come to my place. You got to put your name on the lease so, you know, you can come to my place.
I might as well take advantage of it. Hell yeah. No, I love Long Beach.
Yes,
me too. Long Beach. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Also, I had to check the people in the family. Oh, because the drama queens and kings of my family. It was like, okay, if y'all come to this baby shower, there will be no drama. No drama.
Yes.
Any drama, you're out of here. So that's the last thing I want is for my baby to have any stress in her baby shower. Yeah. So, but everybody, was cool. They heard me.
They got the memo?
Yeah. Yeah, so everybody got the memo, so it should be a drama-free, positive, happy, upbeat celebration.
Oh, that's what it's going to be. I have decided.
That's right.
That's what's happening.
That's right. And I will not be having anything two-faced going on.
Anyway.
Talking crap behind each other's back. None of that drama, which is the perfect segue.
Yes, it is.
Into the main topic.
I like it.
That's right. So, guys, once again, if this is from our book, an ebook called How to Stop Being an Irritating Person, 20 Irritating Traits That Pushes People Away and How to Fix Them. You guys can get a copy of this ebook at theamazingclarks.com. So on today's topic from the book, we're going to cover being two-faced, being a two-faced person. Now, as we go through these traits, we're not doing it to diss anybody, to make you feel bad or put anybody on blast. What it really is about is self-reflecting. And we hope that, like us, you guys want the best relationships possible in dating and relationships and life in general. And part of that process is really being able to look at yourself and be honest. And to go, you know what, if I'm doing something great, I want to know so I can keep doing that. But if I'm doing something that's not so great that might be pushing people away, then I want to know that too, so I can fix that. So it's not about judgment, it's about just awareness.
Yes.
And once you have that awareness, then you can change it. And even during writing this book, there were qualities where I had some irritating traits, that I'm still working on, or things that I've worked on in the past.
We all have irritating traits,
Exactly.
Anthony.
And the person that's usually the last one to know that they have irritating traits is the person that's being irritating.
Right.
But all of a sudden people start moving away from you. When you come into the room, people start rolling their eyes. People start getting quiet. People start moving away. They stop inviting you to events. They don't want to date you anymore. You get no callbacks. And you're going, why?
You get ghosted.
Why? Yeah, and many times it's really because of an irritating trait that you could fix.
Yeah.
So
true.
being two-faced.
Yes.
What do you know about that, babe? Let's talk about that.
Well, I think being two-faced is one of two things, right? Like some people are that's just their habit, right? Like they say one thing to your face, another thing behind your back. And then I think sometimes people will not say things to your face because they're afraid of your reaction, or they don't want to deal with you not being able to receive it, or they've already told you and you don't listen. So they're like, all right, okay, I'll go along in your face, but behind your back, I'm like, that's how you really are. So that's what I think being two-faced is about. What do you think it's about?
Well, it's about presenting yourself one way when you're with someone and then switching it up. You know what I'm saying? Pretending like you're their friend, and then when they're not looking, you're stabbing them in the back. You go to talk to someone else about them.
Right.
You smile in their face, and then you stab that person in the back. You say bad things about them. And so this happens in dating. I see it in dating all the time. What you come off as being phony. Maybe you'll go on a date, and you're like, oh yeah, this person was great. Yeah, being all nice. And then when the date's over, you're talking shit about them behind their back. I definitely see it in relationships all the time in relationships.
Yeah, that's very common.
Partners being two-faced, with their partner. They pretend like they're all lovey-dovey. And then when the partner's not around and they're with their friends, they start talking shit about the partner.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And definitely in families. Definitely in families.
Oh, yeah. But what's interesting, I want to address dating. What I've seen in dating is people actually act like everything's fine on a date, but they're like in their mind, like a whole list of red flags. They already know they're not going to go on a second date. They're not going to contact this person. And so it leaves the dater believing there's potential and there's not potential. Like we've been watching a bunch of dating shows, and it's so funny because one person will be like, yeah, that was a great date and it was awesome. And I think they really like me and we're going to be moving forward. And then they interview the other person. The other person is like, yeah, I didn't like them and I didn't like this and I didn't like that. But to their face, they're acting like they like them. And that's so confusing when you're dating, and it's hard to understand. And that's what I hear as a coach from people who are dating all the time. It's like, I don't understand what happens, what happened. So I think it's important when you're dating, if someone is not a good fit for you, don't pretend like they are. And you don't have to be mean or rude about it, but you could just say like, it was, great to meet you. I don't think, we're a great fit. I wish you the best moving forward. And then let them know that that potential is not there, so that they're not sitting around waiting by the phone or wondering why they're not getting another date with you.
Right. So time for honesty.
Okay.
Have you ever been two-faced? Okay, I'm gonna be real. My name is Anthony, and I've been a two-faced individual.
Yes.
And for me, it started off pretty much growing up in Brooklyn.
Okay.
And
I want to hear this.
People are just constant drama. But it was the norm to me. It was like, oh, you with this person, you say this, and then when you're not around them, you talk shit about them, and this and that, and it goes back and forth. So nobody really takes it too personally because people expect it.
Right.
But I think that when I got to a certain age and I started doing that to relationships that were people that I really cared about, then I saw how much it hurt them when they got back out, that I was being not so sincere. I was being two-faced.
Two-faced, okay.
And it felt horrible. And it was like, why am I doing that? Why do I do that? And I had to really stop and look and go, why do I do that? And that's not cool. And I realized that it was my programming. But I am not my programming. I can adjust my programming to be whatever I want it to be.
Very true.
So at that point, I started taking pride in not being two-faced, and being loyal to the people that I deal with, and loyal to the people in my life. And when I did that, it gave me this great sense of pride, and it was a game changer for me.
Right.
It was a game changer. It kind of helped me start moving into manhood, to really stepping up and taking responsibility. And my relationships improved dramatically. And I got very clear on the type of people that I wanted to be around. And I attracted a higher quality of people because I had better standards.
You know, I do have to give it to you, Anthony. You're not two-faced. You do not talk shit about people.
I try not to be. Every now and then.
Even if I try to do it, if I try to go
eh.
into it, right, and I'm like, I can't believe that she doing this or he doing that or whatever, you just get real quiet. You like look out the window. You will not engage me. You act like it's not even happening, which is really annoying. And I talk shit about you behind your back for that too.
Oh, I know that. Oh, trust me, I know. Trust me. I know.
He didn't even say anything. He doesn't even care.
And that's why I learned that if you're gonna not be two-faced, you got to be okay with other people doing it. If that's the way other people want to roll, let them roll, and they will start to feel like that about you because you're not joining in the reindeer games. You know.
But you know what? Sometimes when you're frustrated about somebody, you want to talk about it, but you can't talk to them about it because it's not going to go anywhere. So sometimes you're going to do it. That's why I do it. I have something to say, but I know the person can't take it, or I don't talk to you about it because you will not engage me. But sometimes you just want to vent and you just want to get it out.
Right.
So I don't think it's always malicious. So I'm kind of standing up for two-faced a little bit here sometimes.
You know, I've learned that even when I move into that realm of two-faced, even trying to be like half-faced.
Oh, okay.
And it's just an accident, something that slips out because I'm human.
Yeah.
But almost every time I do that, something happens where the person's like behind the door, they walk in the room, it's like, oh,
you get caught.
It's like, fuck, damn it, why'd I do that? And I don't even get the chance to really get it out, but it's just like a life reminding me, like, Anthony, you don't really want that.
Yeah.
You sure you want to go there? And so it's a reminder of me not to do that.
Yeah.
And so I tell myself, basically, try not to say anything about that person that I wouldn't say in front of them.
And to their face.
To their face, right.
Yeah, no, I got it.
Right. Which when I do tell people something being honest, it gives me an extra sense of power because it's like, I'll tell you this to your face.
Say it to my face.
I have no shame. I have no hesitancy. I will tell you to your face.
You will, Anthony. Yeah. You will tell somebody to their face.
But then they take it more, they respect it more. They hear me more because they know like, okay, he's not going to do it behind my back.
Okay.
So if he tells me to my face, then I got to respect that,
Okay, very good. Well, I'm going to work on that. So I think being two-faced is not a good thing. And I think we all have room to grow, but just having awareness of it is helpful.
Have you ever been hurt by someone who was two-faced with you?
Have I ever been hurt by someone who's two-faced with me? Probably.
Can you want to share?
Off the top of my head, I don't really know. I could kind of say in the past, I know family members have talked shit about me. And it got back to me, and I did not like that, and it was really hurtful. Specifically, this is what would hurt me the most, talking shit about me to my kids. Like, they could talk shit about me amongst each other, and I'm fine with that because I'm human, and I could be annoying just like anyone, and I know that about myself.
You can't be annoying, baby.
Oh, come on now. Let's keep it real. Don't be two-faced, Anthony. So, but when somebody talks shit to my kids about me, that I don't know why, that really bothers me. That really, really bothers me. So that will get under my skin.
Makes sense. So now let's look at some reasons why people are two-faced.
Okay.
And if you guys get the ebook, we're going to go much deeper in the ebook, but we're going to just kind of touch the surface right now. So here's a few reasons. Fear of confrontation. That's one of the reasons people do that, because they want to just get along.
Yeah. I think that's why I do it. I just want to get along. I don't want to deal with the confrontation.
Right. You know, that's interesting because when you said that, like, you do it and I don't say anything, I know there might be confrontation. I know you might get upset with me. I know that you might talk shit about me. So, but it's like, I'm going to take one for the team, and it's worth it.
Okay.
As opposed to just giving in and going, okay, let me go along with her, then
Yeah.
I'm going to feel like crap later on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Good
saying?
to know.
And I don't want to feel bad.
All right, I'll have more awareness of this in myself moving forward. So annoying. Do you guys feel annoyed when somebody points out something about yourself that you have to be aware of now? But that's how it goes, right? That's how we grow.
That's the whole beauty of this book. It's like seeing
I
yourself so you can change it.
I know.
Fear of confrontation. They'd rather say what people want to hear them say
Right?
rather than deal with uncomfortable honesty.
Yeah.
Desire for approval.
Okay, makes sense.
They want to be liked by everyone,
That's not possible, but okay.
even if it means being insincere.
Oh, okay.
Let me put this down over here.
Okay, no problem. Well, that makes sense, though. You know, I think I'm going to go back to this, and especially with this book, because I'll be honest, I felt a little uncomfortable with some of these topics, and I don't love to tell people about themselves unless they're asking me. I kind of have a rule. I don't really do that.
Well, that's the beauty of the book. You're not telling people about
I
themselves.
know, I know.
It's up for them to pick it up and
But
attract it and be like, oh.
you already know I'm a good girl and I don't like to hurt people's feelings. So some of these topics make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, but it's very true. Like if you don't have awareness of this stuff, then you'll just keep doing it and you won't grow, and it can make people have a bad perspective of you and not want to be around you. So I'm grateful that we're doing it. But my point is, growth is not always easy and it's not always comfortable.
If it was that easy, we'd all be 8 feet tall.
Yeah, that's true. True story.
That's
True
right.
story. So that's
Okay,
good.
so now, some of you guys might be listening and going, damn it, I am two-faced. Well, that's something I want to work on.
Right.
Or, and so if that's the case, first I want to say kudos to you. Good job. There's nothing to be
Thanks.
ashamed of.
Thanks.
See yourself and own it. Now, the next step is, what can you start doing to change it? Once again, get the ebook and we'll go deeper into it. But right now, I'm just going to give you guys some quick ones.
Okay.
So if you're ready to start making a change and stop being two-faced, one of the first things that you can do is to commit to honesty.
Okay.
Before speaking, ask yourself, is what I'm saying true? Would I say it directly to the person's face? Be direct but respectful when discussing concerns. So it's kind of what I was saying earlier that I do. I ask myself, would I say this to the person's face? And if I wouldn't, then
You're not going to say
I'm
it.
not going to say it.
Okay.
So it starts with that. And with any new habits, guys, you're not going to just nail it right away and just change overnight. You're going to still fall into your old patterns. But when you catch yourself doing that, be aware and apologize. Even if the person's not there, apologize to them like if they were there. And then...
But then you have to admit you were talking shit about them and being two-faced. They don't know. Why are you going to go apologize? Excuse me. By the way, I've been being two-faced and talking about you behind your back. Is that what you're saying to do?
I've honestly done that to people in the past. When I was on my rehabilitation, my two-faced rehabilitation...
You did not do a two-faced rehabilitation.
Yes, I did. I apologized to people that I had done wrong like that in the past.
Okay. So you did like an amends tour.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And it felt good.
Ooh, okay.
It felt really good. It felt really empowering.
All right.
Some people didn't even know I did say shit about that.
That's what I'm saying.
But here's the thing. It was like, just in case this shit comes out in the future.
Just in case.
I'm covered, right? We good. I cleaned that up, right? So that was the other piece of mind that came from
I'm
it.
probably not going to do that.
All right. Okay.
But good tip.
Okay. Align your words with actions. If
Okay.
you support someone, follow through with your actions. Avoid saying things just to please people. Mean what you say.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, I like that.
Right. So then there's more. I'm going to give you one more. Stop gossiping.
Ooh, can I say something about gossiping? Like, I actually try to do this. And as we've learned here today, I'm not always successful. But I try to do possip, which is like positive gossip.
Right.
Like when I talk about people, to gossip in a positive way and say good things about what people are doing. And that's actually been really helpful to me because it's hard to not talk about other people. We're all interacting. We're all, when are you not dealing with people? You're always dealing with people. So you're going to be like, hey, so-and-so, or hey, whatever. If you can make it positive gossip, that's actually really good.
I agree. Possip is great.
Yes.
So now, here's some incentive for you guys. Let's end it with this. Okay, so now you got some tips on what to do. You identified that you're doing that. All right, now you're going to work on changing it. But it's always easier to change things once you understand the big rewards. So I'm going to give you some quick rewards. And these are the benefits that I've gotten from making a change as well. For one, stronger trust. People will respect and believe in you.
Okay.
And that's huge. That's very powerful.
What do you mean by that? Stronger trust? I don't understand.
It's like the people, like I was saying, when people like, I'll say it to their face.
Oh, okay.
And I'm like, oh, shit.
Okay.
Like, okay, I get it.
That
he
makes
says it to
sense.
my face.
Yeah, say it
I
to my
respect
face.
that. I trust
All
him because I know if he has something to say, he's going to
say it to my face. Okay, Gotcha.
And I always say that's the number one cause of drama. I always say it's like a sitcom.
Yeah.
All drama is like a sitcom because people, instead of going right to the person and talking to them, they talk to other people behind their back.
Yeah, and then they assume something else is happening. Yeah, that makes sense.
So stronger trust, healthier relationships. You'll attract
Yes.
genuine friendships and connections is what I said. Once I started changing, I had different standards. So I started attracting people that were on that level, or if they weren't, they knew in order to get closer to me, they had to step up their game.
Got it.
And if they valued it, they did it. If they didn't, cool too. Keep it pushing. Two-faced. Three-faced. So, and the last one I want to leave them with is less drama.
Okay, and everybody wants that.
Yes, you'll avoid unnecessary conflicts and misunderstandings. Less drama. That's what this world needs right now. Less drama.
Yeah, that's
Just
true.
imagine if everybody in our society right now, we could just stop being two-faced. If we could just go to each other and just really just say what we want to say. Imagine the drama and the stress and the chaos that we could get rid of.
True story.
True story.
Yes.
Ain't going to happen with the whole society, but it could start with you. It could start with you.
We all can be the change we want to see in the world.
That's right. So once again, guys, that was great. And if you guys want to get a copy of the book, How to Stop Being an Irritating Person, 20 Irritating Traits That Pushes People Away and How to Fix Them, then go to theamazingclocks.com. You can buy it and download it there. So great episode, baby.
Thank you. So I want to thank all of you for hanging out with us. We love and appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Make sure you're connecting with us over Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at The Amazing Clarks.
That's right. And if you guys haven't had a chance yet to get a copy of our book, Crack the Code, Secrets to Achieving Your Happily Ever After, make sure you pick up your copy today, available at Amazon.com. And if you're interested in coaching with the Amazing Clarks, you guys can coach with us via phone, on Zoom, or maybe even in person if you're in the Long Beach area. Because we're going to be in Long Beach now.
Yeah.
Or in the North Carolina, Charlotte area, you can coach with the Clarks in person. So check us out. Reach out to us at theamazingclarks.com to learn more. And last but not least, if you guys are interested in becoming a life coach or just want to learn some skills to life coach yourself or the people around you, then check out our life coach training and certification course at the Law of Attraction Life Coach Academy.com.
And remember, to go there, you got to grow there.
There you go, people. We gave it to you. Now what you going to do with it?
Love the Amazing Clarks.
See you next time.
See you next time.